think that sometimes the judges need to get out the 80s or the 70s, you know what I mean? I just think that they don't understand sometimes that drag...
Hey, Yuhua!
Yeehaw! Here I am, baby! Are you ready to get bootleg for Drag Race UK Season 3? Because, of course, you are the winner of Drag Race Down Under. We need your bootleg opinions.
Oh, girl, I am so ready. It's so good to see you, and I can't wait to be back on Bootleg Opinions.
What do you mean, wait, you're here?
Oh, girl, I'm like in New Zealand. I'm on the wrong side of time.
Your brain is bootleg too.
Bootleg Opinions.
Hey, squirrel friends. When one video ends, just watch another one. Go ahead. It's called cringe viewing. I fully support you 1000%. Now look under here. Are you tired? Are you stressed? Are you depressed? Then you need Nubu.
Nubu? What's that? Yeah, girl, often I get like tired, sore feet, even like depression.
Ooh, girl, Nubu is a foot patch that removes toxins straight from your hot and flexible body.
Oh my god, with the craziness of modern life, I think we all need that. Tell me more, girl.
Nubu was created with centuries old of Asian methods, passed on by generations. Plus, they're made with natural and eco-friendly herbs from remote East Asian mountainsides. So let's all protect toxins from our body. Just put it against your foot. Just like that. Just pretend this is my foot.
Wow, forget that harmful toxicity and side effects.
So if you're interested in lifestyle, yoga, eating healthy, this is all for you, baby. For 70% off your authentic detox patches, use the link in the description. Treat the cause, not the symptoms, with Nubu.
Well, I would say basically it's for all of us.
So stop sharing your way to the link in the description. For 70% off, the deal won't last long, so click it while you can. Plus, there's a 30-day money-back guaranteed. Voila.
Girl, as I told you last time, anything Drag Race, I am hooked, and this season is not disappointing. It's full of characters, there's all kinds of drag there, and I'm so here for it.
Speaking of diversity on the show, so my top 4 included Charity Kase and Victoria Scone, and they're both no longer there. WTF.
Spoiler alert. But it just goes to show, you can never count your chickens on Drag Race. You just never know what twist is going to be around the corner.
So what do you think about the mini challenge this week?
Oh, yeah. Well, I thought they...
Didn't make sense, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. They were all acting like a bunch of... So I was like, ooh, woof.
I think you found more humor in it than I do. I thought it was kind of cringy, to be honest. Kind of like the season 13 mini challenge where they all had to wear diapers. I don't know. It's just kind of a little bit degrading for us as drag queens to act like I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
I hear you, girl, but you know, I'm always self-degrading myself anyway.
I'm always self-degrading myself too, but there's like a limit that I can push myself. But anyway, what are your thoughts about the main challenge? Now, these queens have to write their own commercials about Draglexa.
It's like a product that already exists, and they have to kind of try and find, I guess, new ways to make the thing function. So it was interesting. I don't know. Do we blame it on the edit, as Mama says?
Blame it on the edit. Blame it on the edit. You're the one who did it. Blame it on the edit. What do you think of her new song?
I love it. It's such a serve. Like, the whole thing's hilarious. I think it's just so funny that RuPaul herself has come out to fully be like, you shady I put you on my show and you want to blame it on my production team?
I have no comment about this song. It was very Catitude level. Have you heard of Catitude with Miley Cyrus?
Yes, yeah.
Well, when bootleg comes out, don't blame it on the edit, okay, kiddo?
Never, girl, never.
Now, between the two teams, I thought that the second team just did a little bit better. The first one was very confusing. The second team was alright. It wasn't as bad as the judges said it was, but I thought it was alright. It was decent.
They obviously wanted to make no one win because it would be drama for the episode, but clearly if it's two teams competing, the second team won, in my opinion, in my bootleg opinion.
During the filming with Michelle Visage, every time I felt like they even tried to do something, they even barely started. They already showed her not being pleased. I thought it was a little bit unfair. They didn't really give the teams any I would say time to really sink in before going. Maybe it's just my bootleg opinion.
Sometimes from the get-go, if you stumble on something or if you don't show up correct, it can already put somebody in a mindset. People feed off energy, so sometimes it can just be like a downhill slope, like a snowball effect of kind of weird energy, and I feel like maybe that happened throughout the whole course of that challenge.
Yeah, I think they need to be more supportive as coaches on some of these acting challenges sometimes. But anyway, category for this runway is Expenny. What does that mean to you?
Oh girl, that is things that look expensive. They don't have to be expensive. We all know drag is about taking whatever you have and making it look $1 million. So to me, it was just like good drag.
Drag is definitely about making something happen with nothing. Now, I think that personally, to do drag, you don't need a lot of money, but I think that to do Drag Race, you need some sort of money.
Yeah, that's the conversation going around at the moment, is like, you don't have to have money to do Drag Race. And maybe that also depends on what kind of queen you are and what kind of skill sets you have. I mean, I'm not a great seamstress. I couldn't have done Drag Race without, taking out a small, life debt.
For me, I think it also depends on what the challenge is. Like, for example, if the challenge, I don't know, for example, denim, you know what I mean? I think you can make it work, but sometimes they'll give us these runways where it's beat it for the gods, or in my season, we had to do like a feathers challenge from head to toe. Feathers are expensive, and sometimes they'll have another runway theme, which is dripping in diamonds or something like that. You know what I mean? I just think that it depends on what the challenge is, but it's like half and half. I think personally, in the end, you need money to do Drag Race because I think the fandom has gotten to a point where they're so blown away by the looks from the previous season and the previous season that by the time they watch each new season, they want these queens to spend even more money.
Girl,
that's my bootleg opinion.
You've hit the nail on the head. As the fandom, they come to expect. Okay, first up, here is Vaday in a gorgeous black gown. At first glance, it looks expensive, but it doesn't look like outrageously themed expensive. It's beautiful though. I love it.
Is that all you have to provide for us today? Jesus Christ.
I've got some comments about the back. Do you want me to go on to the back now?
Go for it. Let's go for it.
I have something to say though. Okay, you turn around and it's covered in jewels and it's gorge, right? I would have potentially had the nude inset onto the body and then the jewels just attached to the gown, as opposed to the nude fabric built in as a panel to the gown. It ruins the illusion for me. But if it had depth to the nude panel, I think it would have been more effective.
Love this look on her. Now, Michelle said the hair that was a little bit old for her. I didn't mind it because I thought that was the age range that she was going for. The character that she's serving is really expensive. She looks like she has a lot of money in her bank account. I love the tall shoulders. I love the fit of this gown. I love this beautiful hair. The only thing I would say is the necklace for me that was a little bit off because it was kind of touching the earrings. So I thought that was a little bit swelling her face up just a little bit and have showed her a lot more neck because it is a turtleneck already and I would love to see her balance that out. And I think the back when she turned around, absolutely beautiful. I didn't mind the nude illusion that you wanted as much because we're drag queens, so if it's like nude fabric, I kind of give it a pass. But I do understand your point.
And I feel you about the necklace thing, for sure, agree. Even potentially she could have taken the same concept of the back and done a small version over the chest, like a keyhole. And then when you turn around, you've got the full back. I don't know, now I'm just snowballing.
Now you're just being petty.
Yeah.
All right, next up is Scarlett Harlett, and she is, again, looking expensive. She does not look like she's showing off her money, but she does look like she's got a lot of old money in her bank account. She's like the CEO of a company that's been passed on for many, many generations. She's got the silver hair, she's got the fur, she's got the fit suit. The only thing is, we're being extra petty today just because we're up to like the top, the top 8 or whatever. I would like for her to button up another button on the suit. That's it. I think she looked very, very good in this.
I agree with the button. I feel like the midriff showing was distracting to the outfit, but other than that, it's so beautiful. There was a comment about her keeping the cane for longer. I personally disagree with that. I think the cane takes it to a different character. I think it looks more expensive without the cane, personally. So I think she actually made a good choice there.
I disagree with you. I actually prefer the cane to be all the way to the end because I think it would given her like, you know, I don't give a f about life anymore. I'm just gonna be rich and live my life. What could have pushed the look a little bit more, since she does have that suit open at the bottom, is if she has like a really big belt. But overall, I think she looks fantastic in this.
Yeah, I agree. Like a peekaboo or something. All right, next up is Kitty Scott-Claus. Now, this was interesting. So when she first walked out, I didn't really understand why it was expensive. I didn't understand how it fit the brief. As I looked closer to it, I realized it was gold coins and it started making a bit more sense. To me, it was like a bodysuit. When the category is Expenny Henny, you kind of think you want like luxurious and things that are ostentatious. And to me, it was coins on a bodysuit. It's gorge, but I feel like it could have been a little bit more dramatic.
But I didn't mind it as much. I think she has the right idea, but I think it's just missing that extra push. I would have loved for her to have those thick party money flapping around, you know, just, hey girl, I'm rich, I got it.
Yeah.
What you gonna say about it? I think that would push the look a lot more, because at one point during the runway, she was going this to the cameras and we didn't really see the dollars being spilled at the audience. I think if she got it like that, just walked out, money on my body, and what? I do agree with the judges that her hair up absolutely helped make this look beautiful, and I think this is one of her better looks down the runway. In my personal bootleg opinion, I think that her looks sometimes are a little bit basic, but I think she looks great in this. Maybe that's why I'm a little bit more blown away.
Yeah, I agree. I think she's a campy queen, so she definitely can sell an outfit no matter what she's wearing. But you're right, if she had some novelty-sized money, she was walking down the runway, something like that.
All right, next up is Choriza, baby, and she's serving you gold miner. When I first saw this, not gonna lie, I'm gonna agree with the judges that I didn't really get expensive and I didn't really know what was going on other than the color gold. And then she explained that she's the gold miner. I was like, okay, fine. But then again, if you have to explain a look, you know, it's a little bit wishy-washy. I would have loved for her to come out with a shovel, or maybe even just a blow-up shovel. So it makes more sense that she, you know, she's here to shovel and mine some gold. You know what I mean? Otherwise, it just seems like she's wearing a gold outfit.
Girl, I agree. I didn't really vibe with this outfit. I didn't understand the concept. I love your vibe. If you're gonna do something like that, take it to the extreme and maybe like come out looking like dirty. But you're expensive because you've just found all the gold, you know? And I feel like the red on the outfit wasn't enough. If you're gonna kind of have a pop of red, I think there needed to be a little bit more than just sort of on half. All right, next up, Krystal Versace in another bedazzled bodysuit.
This was a bodysuit, I'm sorry.
It probably is expensive. It's beautiful. Don't get me wrong, it's so gorge. I just feel like expensive, my mind doesn't go to an embellished bodysuit. You know, that's me. The hair looks expensive and she's so gorgeous. Anything Krystal does is absolutely beautiful. Also, the exposed breastplate, I felt cheapens it a little bit, you know, and I'm all, I'm all for showing it. Like, I don't think it fit the theme.
I would say Krystal's look more expensive overall, but I think Kitty Scott-Claus' outfit completed the assignment a lot more.
Agree.
It's a bodysuit, not much to talk about. She looks great, but just needed 5 more pushes, you know what I mean? Next up is River Medway, and she's serving you her heritage in gold and red. And now, baby, this is expensive. And she looks so good in this non-stretch fabric. We see the gold embellishment from the neck to the arms to the bottom of the dress, and that headdress on her, she looks so good. I felt like this was like the only expensive looking outfit without actually having to say it's expensive. You know what I mean?
Girl, 100%.
Gal, 100%. Gal, 100%. Gal, 100%.
Gal. Oh my god, I'm a broken record.
Hey, quick question. Were you smashed in the last video we did?
Snatched?
Smashed, like you were so drunk?
Oh, no.
Yeah. Because by the end, I was like, girl. Do you remember I asked you to sign up for something and you said, girl, I am signing up right now. I was rewatching the video. Do you remember that?
I'm such a drama queen. That's all that is.
Okay, fine. By the way, I showed that little clip that you said you thought I was in season 9 to Kimura Black. She was gagging.
I just honestly couldn't remember what season you were on. Like, I'm just like, with like the details.
It's okay, half of the fandom doesn't either. Well, actually, probably 90%. What do you think about this look with River Medway?
Girl, 100%.
Girl, I absolutely agree with you.
When River turned that corner, this ticked the box immediately. She looked beautiful and expensive, and it was done so tastefully. She didn't need expensive fabrics or expensive rhinestones. It was just class. It was well fitted. Oh, that was the one. Beautiful.
And she also made it look young without being too old, because you know sometimes when you wear traditional Asian clothes, a lot of the times, especially if it's long, it can make you look old, and she looks very youthful in this.
My favorite River Medway look I've seen on her the whole season. It's the best she's looked, and I was just like, I gagged at it as soon as I saw it. Oh, speechless.
And I think that if there was a winner for this episode, I think she would have been the winner, because I thought she did fantastic in the challenge, and I also thought that her look was really great too during the runway.
I agree, and even after Rue had said we weren't going to have a winner, when she was announced safe, it felt like a travesty. It felt like, no, this isn't right, this should be a River win, from where I was sitting.
I thought that, yes, Scarlett won for this week, but I felt like last week it wasn't worthy of a double safe, and I felt like Charity won for that last week's lip sync.
Yeah.
I mean, it must be devastating to have it flipped for this week.
Yeah, I actually thought Charity won the lip sync from where...
For this
yeah,
week?
from where I was. I thought
from down under.
I love like a character on stage. I love like telling a story, and like Charity was leaning into being that creepy beast that was all over her shoulder, and I didn't like how Scarlett pushed her on the forehead.
I remember that.
Yeah, I just felt it was a bit messy, and I feel like
it was very Venus Delight and Shangela, right?
It was very that. And I feel like Charity just gave something a little bit more entertaining. Charity's interesting because I feel like she is maybe misunderstood a little bit, and I feel like she's had a bit of a hard run. But in saying that, expensive, you want to think like easy, comfortable, luxurious. I think she missed the mark on this one. It was her art, but it was like you had to kind of like try and find in it, you know?
I thought she looked expensive the way that Charity Kase would have looked expensive. She's got the chain, she's got the diamonds, she's got the gold, and it's all embellished from the horns to the corset. So I thought she did well because she served us Charity Kase. As far as being misunderstood in this season, I just think that sometimes the judges need to get out the 80s or the 70s, you know what I mean? I just think that they don't understand sometimes that drag has changed so much, you know what I mean? And I think that sometimes it's just stuck in the 80s and the 70s, and they just kind of don't understand this new era of drag that the kids are putting out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you look at Rue and she was around like in the days of Club Kids, you know, in New York, and the Charity gives me that like crazy Club Kid energy. I don't know if it is that they don't understand Charity's drag or what it is. It's hard to know, but I do feel like she did get a hard run for sure.
Next up is Vanity Milan, and she's serving you a bodysuit with chandelier drippings.
This was actually, out of the three, probably my favorite. Because it was like chandelier crystals, it felt just a little bit more like a unique concept as opposed to like gold coins or rhinestones. It felt like she was a walking chandelier, so I saw a bit of like campiness to it. And the execution was great. I mean, the color of the fabric is a perfect match to her foundation shade. Like, everything about it I thought was well executed for an embezzled bodysuit. But again, it's another one of 3 embezzled bodysuits on a runway where it should be like ostentatious.
I don't want to see any more bodysuits! I don't want to see any more picture them bodysuits! I think I preferred hers less to Kitty Scott-Claus because Kitty Scott-Claus' hair was up, whereas with here, the hair is down, so it kind of got in the way of the chandeliers. That got on my nerve a little bit, but other than that, she looks fine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with her.
You are right. I looked at the chandelier drops. If they were different lengths and more scattered, I think the execution would have been better.
Yeah, even like on the legs, I would love to see more of the drips of the chandelier. I mean, it just looks very... I ran out of chandelier drips and we're gonna make this work. But anyway, who is your favorite runway look from all of these queens? For me, personally, is River Medway, and I'm gonna stick with it.
Girl, River Medway all the way. She nailed this runway. She looked so gorge, and it is a no-brainer.
Congratulations! And my patrons have voted as well, and they've also selected River Medway. Congrats, queen! And if y'all enjoyed our bootleg opinions today, our Venmos and our PayPals are in the link in the description below. Support Pandemic Drag! Now, Ketamine, thank you so much for providing your bootleg opinions. Where can we find you?
Girl, you can find me, Ketamine. Girl, 100%.
I agree with you. You can find me.
Girl, 100%. I agree with all of your bootleg opinions. You can find me at Ketamine or Ketamine Official.
And my name is Yuhua Hamasaki. You can find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and new on TikTok under Yuhua Hamasaki. Bye, kidda!
Bye, Yuhua!
Alright, everyone, here is my moment of grace. So I'll be saying thank yous to everyone that has tipped me. So I have Elizabeth Goldman. Ooh, what a rich last name. Thank you, baby. Laura Talon. Thank you so much for your sweet words. We love Laganja too. Dane Lawler, I believe I've met you at DragCon, if I'm correct. Thank you so much for the love, and thank you for enjoying my Drag Race video. Remember, if I can get on, so can you. Manuel Bernal, thank you so much, baby. Hugs and kisses to wherever you are, even in Johnny Yach, thank you so much. We stand Starbucks. Big corporations are the way to go. Yeehaw! Bye, everyone!